Okay, as for me, testing. How's this sound?
A-okay. You both A-okay coming
Okay,
in
thank you.
good?
Alrighty.
Yeah, we should be good to go. Let me just close that.
Alright, so, yeah, just remember, before we begin with the video, we'll just have to introduce ourselves, then you, Bayo, will have to get the video running.
All right.
Yeah. So we're good to go. Like, good to go at any point, any second.
I'm ready.
Okay.
Ready whenever you
Ready.
guys are.
Yeah,
You
me
just
ready.
too.
Yeah, just look straight. Yeah, look straight at the camera, and then once we get our introductions out of the way, we'll start the video.
It's
Or
the
videos,
Okay.
actually.
so that whole shelf has 4 spots you can see through. It's the top left one with nothing in it. That's where the camera is.
Yeah, I see the
All
camera. I
right.
see the camera.
Okay, I want to
Yeah,
do.
me too.
Excellent. All right.
Thank you.
It's been recording for a bit, but again, that's what editing's for. We can
Okay.
just count down
Yeah,
and go
anyway.
anytime.
Okay.
And
All right.
Action.
Hey.
Hello, Internet, and welcome
Hello
to the
there.
Nostalgic Trio. I'm your
Yay.
host, Froggy Joe, and these are my buddies.
Hey.
Yeah.
Name's Beowulf. Nice to meet you.
I'm Patriottails. You can find me on Twitch and YouTube and other things, and I'm doing something with him too. We're gonna watch something pretty sweet. Go for it. You explain it.
So tonight, in honor of Mario's 40th anniversary, we are going to be watching some episodes from The Adventures of Super Mario Bros. 3, an old cartoon released by Deke Entertainment back in 1989. And every once in a while, we'll be releasing a new video, and each of us will be taking turns on what we consider nostalgic for each of us, because each of us grew up in different time periods. So
Yep.
we just thought that'd be a great idea. So let's go ahead, Bayo. Let's run the first episode, Rainstorm.
Yeah, you got it. Yeah. And here we go.
The rain will last forever. Woo!
Hey, can you guys
Here
hear
we
it okay?
go.
Yep.
Yeah, I can hear it.
Grassland.
This first shot, everyone will be remembered with if they actually watched The Adventures of Mario and Luigi by Vine Sauce.
Doctor's orders, princess.
You ever wonder where baby comes from?
Yeah, overdue
Yep,
for a
that's the one.
vacation.
That's the one.
Luigi and I can run the kingdom while you go.
That's honestly my favorite episode of that series.
Yeah, I first watched
this series
after my family and I survived a tornado attack
back in 2006, and this
Whoa.
was like one of mine and my brother's entertainment options.
Maybe we shouldn't go at all.
Oh,
Yeah, I also find it
like
funny.
that.
Or go ahead.
Promise me
Yeah,
you'll call
these
for
kind
me
of
if you
cartoons
have
hold
any
a special
trouble.
place in my heart.
Trouble? Not what I
Fair
see,
enough.
Charge.
But I
And I mean-
think the funniest fact. Or go ahead. Sorry, I keep cutting
And
you
I'm,
off.
and no, it's fine.
okay.
And I mean,
With the princess
for
away,
option,
the
for
Koopas
like
will
having
play
limited
and
options,
destroy
you could do a lot
and
worse.
ruin.
And actually, it's
Yeah.
and actually, you can't really do much better in some cases.
Yeah.
Crust is disgusting
And I just noticed that in one of the shots there, Mario was missing his shoes. Like his feet were completely gone. Because that's another thing that most people remember about this show, is that there's tons of animation errors just like that. Like, there's one where Luigi's clothes are red, characters are just missing articles of clothes, and or even their voices get swapped.
Whoops.
Ah.
Mario and Luigi can handle it.
Well, you know what they say. You never leg to stand on.
That's a good
one.
one. Yeah. But I definitely think the funniest thing about this show, or just the Mario cartoons in general, this was kind of like the base stone for Toad's voice nowadays when you really think about it.
Yeah, I can see what you mean there. Yeah, like
'Cause, yeah, I
especially
mean-
hearing Toad's voices
in very recent Mario games. Yeah, like his voice is very similar, not to like how we hear it in the show here.
Are you babysitting
Yeah,
that
it's a lot more raspy in the games in comparison to this.
Then come on! Waves are wasted!
Yeah, it's quite the difference. From that, from this to this. Oh!
As your temporary rulers, we're
Also,
proud to dedicate
just watching the show in general, it's also kind of funny to see how some of the original enemies in the Mario games were originally named. Because you'll find out what the boos were originally named in just a moment.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, he's gonna blow up the dam.
Yep.
He's gonna blow up the dam. He's gonna flood the whole town, and everybody's going down.
Surprisingly not, actually, because after this scene, the dam is never mentioned again. It's like a brief moment. Because, like, it just happens that it's instantly forgotten about.
He's just one of these.
So listen,
Oh, that didn't take
listen
long.
closely to what they call the boos in this game, or in the original. Hold on,
The
listen.
new mushroom shopping mall is haunted with Bo Diddleys. There's
Bo
more trouble in the
Diddleys?
Mushroom Kingdom.
Yeah, they originally were called Boo Diddleys, like after the musician Bo Diddley.
Princess needs her rest.
Wow.
You heard what the doctor said.
Yeah, because
Face it, we're poor
I'm just
heroes,
tempted to make that kind of joke, but I do not want to. Because not to mention that joke's been run into the ground at this point.
Yeah. Yeah, they gave the enemies the musician names, but they didn't keep the Koopalings musician names. Huh?
Yeah, not in this show. Because what's actually kind of funny is that I saw this show before I learned the Koopalings' real names. Because for quite a while, I actually thought their names were basically Cootie Pie, Bully, Big Mouth, and so on. Only for me to realize, no, that's not actually their names.
My God, that Nipper plant has the best dental plan I've ever seen.
Yeah. Also, hold on. This is a special scene. Listen to the song that starts playing in the next scene. You're not gonna believe it.
All right.
Because here it
I love
goes.
him.
Listen. You know what this is?
Mm-hmm.
This is Girls Just Want to Have Fun.
Familiar.
Wanna have fun?
Yeah.
I just
Yeah, this
wanna
is-
have.
Because this is how it was in the original cut of this episode. They played this song, but in several later releases, they played their own generic background music. But luckily, they uploaded the episode onto a couple of DVDs, and luckily we have this preserved in all its glory.
Thank
Yeah.
the
actually
Mushroom
really
Kingdom.
cool.
Thank the Mushroom Kingdom for that.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, especially like in this scene, that kind of reminds me of like
From that old cartoon, The Great Mouse Detective. Yeah, like when the queen was replaced by a robot too.
Ah.
I haven't seen that movie in quite a while because I saw it at one point, but I unfortunately fell asleep.
That was a movie I saw like once as a child. I remembered really liking it, and I still liked it when I saw it many years later, but I've seen it all of like twice. It's like 20 years apart.
Yeah, I've only seen the
Timeless
first
classics.
one. Oh wait,
Yeah, definitely.
there is only one actually, because I was thinking of the Rescuers for that moment being.
Oh, the Rescuers are good too.
Yeah, I'd say the one film that changed me the most throughout the years was undoubtedly the first Wizard of Oz. Because when I was young, I did not like that film at all. But as time went on, I saw more parodies of it, and eventually the original film warmed up to me.
Gotcha.
Oh yeah, here's another shot from that Mario and Luigi video.
There certainly was a profile of Luigi if I've ever seen one, and I can now say I have.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure most people prefer this voice of Luigi over the one from the Super Show.
It's time we had an old-fashioned plum with
well,
a princess talk.
Either one, I think they're both pretty good.
Yeah, though I will say this Luigi definitely has a lot more meme potential, especially just due to the whole Mama Luigi thing that kicked off YouTube poop.
Tea? With Koopa?
Oh,
Princess,
And one of the only times in the show when they actually called King Koopa Bowser.
Ooh.
I'm turning my kingdom over.
Yeah, they called him Bowser Koopa.
And
But
you two,
this is another favorite moment of mine. When they get tossed, listen to the noise they make. It is undoubtedly hilarious.
make it 15
Here it comes.
minutes, plum scum. Whoa!
That screech, that always gets me. Just hearing them scream their heads off like that just gets me.
That's something with the grades. The Wilhelm scream, Goofy, the Mario Brothers being tossed like a sack of garbage.
Yeah, or like the gut wrench scream, or one of those ones from Mortal Kombat as well.
I'll tell Toad we're gonna stay a couple more weeks. Daddy, what is a little boy?
Jeez, like humans on this show, we're just not designed well. I'll say that. Besides Toadstool, none of the other ones even look that good.
There's probably some rock star hiding from his fans.
Huh.
And honestly, I still kind of wonder what kind of rock star would actually dress up like a Koopaling.
Here in Hawaii.
If you don't want to be recognized, it's a really good disguise.
Fair enough, I'll give you that one. I mean, I could totally imagine someone like Shia LaBeouf actually wearing that kind of a disguise instead of placing a paper bag over his head and just saying, I'm not famous anymore.
My subjects may need me.
Your subjects?
Yeah, because that actually happened. It's one of those more obscure things, kind of like buried under the whole Just Do It phase, that music video he made of himself, where he was like a monster stalking people in the woods and so on. It was honestly kind of funny.
Mushroom Kingdom? Would someone please tell me what's going on here?
Oh, Cutter. Thanks
There's
for the
there's a
most fun
big
I've ever
there's a
had
big
in my
trope.
life. Someday,
Hey, we're in a video. We're from a video game. A video game? Please. I'm not that stupid.
Yeah, this show had him visit the real world a lot more often, basically, in comparison to the original series.
Yeah. And I mean, the way that she was dressed and she had an actual crown, that's like, being a princess is one of the, I would find one of the easier lies to believe.
Yeah, because you just think that at least someone would actually catch on to the whole thing, instead of just thinking the whole thing is just a costume.
That serves a dance or something.
There. Yeah, it was like they were just like in a Flintstones cartoon of them just looping in the background or something.
Dance, dodge, gif.
Oh yeah, and here's more of that song from before, because they continue that song.
So this is her building. She owns this castle, right?
Yep.
Yeah, exactly. And the most surprising thing about this episode, I'll probably say, is that when the water hits the robot, it doesn't do anything. It just stays still. That's all it does. It doesn't blow up or anything.
Yeah, it doesn't even fry its circuits or anything?
Well, it didn't show anything until Kooky knocked its head off.
They just loaded
the Cootie Pie. I just
salt.
noticed that Cookie Pie's also missing the shadow underneath her face.
It's salt water.
Like
It's salt water. What if the reason why it stops the Robo Peach is because it's salt water and it just corrodes it to a statue?
Yeah, like it rusted it, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, that could be possible. I could totally see something like that happening. And I just noticed that one of the Koopaling's hair is supposed to be like one color, but they actually made it the wrong color. They made it all pink.
Well, that was interesting. Okay, now for the next video.
Yeah, we're
Number
now
two.
on to the beauty of Cootie.
The beauty of Cootie.
The beauty of Cootie.
Yeah, these episodes come up with pretty cheesy rhymes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I won't deny it. There's a lot of, they had a parody of The Little Mermaid, and they called it The Ugly Mermaid because she was basically a reverse mermaid where, her upper torso was, fish while her body was human.
Ugh.
What should I do?
Jeez, the old... Yeah.
Get me the Mario Brothers!
Oil, huh?
Yeah, it's oil.
I mean, yeah, we'll go with it.
That's considered black coal.
Yeah, we'll go with oil just to meet that less than gross rating.
Yeah, because it could have. Yeah, they could have actually made it brown and made it a whole lot worse. But unfortunately for them, this isn't the 90s. This isn't Mega Babies.
We gotta replumb your plumbing.
Thank God for that.
And your palace blows sky high.
Yeah, wait. I just oh, never. There we go. I was
You
just
said
thinking what?
are you confused about the thing that we're talking about? The Mega Babies or?
The statue. No, I noticed that the statue would actually blink.
Oh.
And I was thinking for a moment there, I thought it was an animation error, and then I realized, no, it's actually Cheatsy looking through it. But yeah, I know about Mega Babies, where a YouTuber noticed the mysterious Mr. Enter.
Oh boy, I know Mr. Enter.
Yeah. I definitely think he's like one of those ones that kind of has like several rough patches, but he honestly, at this point, is cleaning himself up. He's doing a lot better. But yeah, I actually also noticed another animation error, because I mean, I don't know why the wand decided to grow like that.
Yeah,
I didn't understand that either. Did you think that was
Yeah, and
another
earlier
animation error?
Yeah, now if you look closely earlier on, you could have actually seen that Cheatsy's head actually turn purple.
way to go, Cheatsy and Mr. Tail.
Yeah, that's actually a major plot point of this, because she has to constantly hide the tail while she tries to swoon Mario while they're getting water.
Yeah, and like other guy said, like she was turning her into like Mario's dream girl. I thought Princess Toadstool was Mario's dream girl.
It's hard to say, actually.
Well, hello, handsome.
Because, I mean, this is a cartoon at this point. Anything's possible.
Guess my super
anything.
beautiful lady.
Yeah, cartoon back in the 80s, is that right?
I am Lady
Yeah,
Fettuccine
or yeah,
Alfredo.
89 if I recall
Saucy,
correctly.
but
Okay.
Very, very nice.
Yeah.
I noticed that she has a tail.
But Luigi notices.
He noticed it.
Even with the
Yeah.
tail, there are plenty of people that would find her as their dream girl.
Here I am, lost in these dungeons.
And I don't know if anyone would actually rank her up with someone like, say, Lola from Space Jam or Shigo from Kim Possible. Those are the most common ones I hear all over the internet.
There are.
Interesting.
With
And I just
seven.
noticed that her tail I just noticed for a moment there her tail actually became flesh colored.
Ugh.
Flesh color. Ugh.
Yeah.
All the scales fell off for exactly like set number of frames.
Yeah, like that inbred Yoshi in that Dorkly skit.
Good lord.
But yeah, you were saying, Patriot, about the whole internet thing I mentioned?
Oh yeah, 7 billion people in the world, somebody's into it.
Yeah, exactly. I can totally see that. Because, I mean, when you have all kinds of characters like this constantly throughout the 90s, it's kind of like what Dan from the Game Grumps said. We're just all conditioned at a very young age to find animal characters sexy.
Whose dress doesn't even match her tail? Huh? Maybe
And
not. But it
She
certainly
still
matches the
noticed,
rest
yet
of
no one, or Mario is the only one that doesn't call this out.
Not only did she notice, she's throwing shade about it.
Yeah, exactly.
You mean I felt the Cootie Pie Koopa?
Honestly, I honestly think that name's a lot, or probably the goofiest out of all the Koopalings in this show. Because who could really come up with a name like Cootie Pie?
Deek.
I hear it.
And she
phrased like that. I'm
She
always
did.
thinking of the YouTuber. I'm thinking of the YouTuber.
I have seldom seen
PewDiePie.
badness done better.
Hello, everybody,
I
I'm
was never really much.
Cutie Pie.
Okay, that would have been actually funny as a parody, you know, or like kind of like what Jack Films did with Sniper Wolf.
Oh, and all she does is react by holding her mouth open. Oh.
Yeah, pretty much. She just says, "Oh, this thing happened," and that's just it.
You'll never see them.
And once again, her face. They keep messing up her face. Because I noticed for a moment there, it just turned dark.
Watch this. I dare
But,
you to come over here and say
I think
that.
we're getting close to what I consider my favorite part of this episode. Because
You
this
wanna
is
bet?
my favorite part with Luigi in this show. Because you're gonna love what they do with this guy in this part.
Fettuccine met her dream reptile.
Because
Oh.
this just cracks me up, especially what Luigi has to do.
You know what? I just want to say, I actually appreciate when they like called folks like the Troopas instead of turtles. They're all supposedly
I take
reptiles.
care of
So
plumbing matters.
I
Yeah.
appreciate hearing Mario calling him like a dream reptile for Cutie Pie.
Yeah. But honestly,
Yeah.
the funniest thing about this is the pure fact that he has to put on a suave voice for Cootie Pie. Because seriously, how else would you hear Luigi talking like this?
My God, he is nailing this voice.
Yeah, that's why I consider this the best part of the episode. Just Luigi's performance as Casanova Koopa is hilarious.
Who is this guy, anyway?
Because in general, this is just the one thing of this show that'll always stick out with me.
Good old Cooptonio Bandera Koopa.
And for oh, her head! Look at her head! Her head was floating off her body for a moment there.
Yeah, you're right.
And once again, Chi-Chi's head just keeps changing colors from purple to brown to green, and it just keeps going nuts.
Guess someone's suffering a decap attack.
Yeah. Oh dear.
He's back.
Luigi!
Oh my God, his
Again,
face.
that changed.
Yeah,
Like, if that's the
kissed by a plumber. She kissed the
yeah,
plumber.
I thought she would have just more been upset about the fact that she got kissed by an adult or something. Because technically in this show, she's still a kid, really, when you really think about it, because they call themselves the Koopa Kids.
This way!
It's like one of those little things where you just think about it more, the worse it becomes.
Now!
I like to consider it like Billy the Kid, who wasn't necessarily like an actual child. He was more of a like, teenager, but that's his like criminal name.
Yeah, fair enough. I'll give you that one.
Oh.
I always keep, I don't know why, but I keep forgetting about the flame chomps.
Oh, my
Oh.
Linda, she's a solid sinner.
Hey.
So you better surrender.
Koopa had one command.
Yeah, just there it is again. Just a simple grind. He acts like that's all he can do.
At least those guys got cooled off.
Yeah, at least the flame chomps actually got a cool, or got a break. I don't know how to say that. But if I will say, in the game itself, I probably consider the theme for the airships probably my favorite in that game. But yeah. I also find it kind of crazy how they did confirm that the whole stage play ideology of the series was actually true. Shigeru Miyamoto actually confirmed during one of the anniversary streams that Mario 3 is essentially a stage play.
We've only got one chance. Let her rip, Luigi!
Oh man, that's gonna be rough. Oil sprinkler. How about that? Man, that's a long pipe.
No! All that oil! Do you know how many coins and one-ups we could have gotten with all that oil? Mario, you bankrupted all of Desert Land! Stop!
Okay, well, that was a good pun. I'll give him that one.
And there goes the entire GDP of the Mushroom Kingdom in 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, all because Koopa needed a thing of water. Oh, and the entire kingdom is covered in it.
Hey, since the Koopas left their wand behind, we might as well give it a shot.
What the heck is with his performance there? Like, what was with the voice, voice performance with him doing that? Like,
But my palace is
oh no, the wand's melted!
Wait, what?
Huh.
He was using the wand to fix the castle, and he said that the wand melted after he used it.
In other words, we fixed it once, but we can never use it to fix it again.
I fixed it.
Exactly.
Well, I had to kiss Cootie Pie.
Oh man. But
All right.
yeah, I'll save
Now
the tip.
get the
Yeah, get
final
the next one
episode
going,
ready.
and I'll save. Yeah. And
Yeah.
this episode, the next one is one of the more interesting ones because it actually is
Oh, excuse me for a moment.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a it's a cross. It's somewhat a
Oh.
crossover episode with a real world band.
Oh. Yeah, you mentioned
Yeah.
that in the thing.
Well, yeah, but I haven't said it to Bayo.
Yeah, sorry, I had to let my cat out of my room.
Ah.
That's
She was
okay.
begging for me.
Yeah.
You wanted to get it. You wanted to
So
come in
anyways,
now.
it was-
You wanted to come in. Now you want to come out.
Yeah.
Would you please make up your mind?
Okay, here's
Exactly.
another great line from Luigi. Listen to what he said. This is funny.
Is it? Oh, I'm not seeing it.
Penguin suits, right?
I'm not seeing it.
Yeah, this
I-
was about
I
20
can't see
years
the
before
episode.
the penguin. Huh? How's that?
I
Because
don't know.
I can see it.
I only had the
So,
Popcorn Palace screen.
try. Er, that's odd because I can see it just fine.
In that case, let me. I'm gonna keep this going. I'm gonna have to reposition, and it's a good thing that this happened at the end of an episode. I'm going to reload into reload into the world. I'm gonna need an invite after, and I'm gonna reposition my
Alright.
camera, and we can get all this
I'll have to
back.
I'll have to pause it then, so we can.
Let me see if I can. Let me see if I can see it.
You would just back it up, and then once
Let me
Patriot
see
gets
if.
back into position,
No.
you just start it from the beginning.
All right. Okay, I got it ready at the beginning.
Yeah, I'm gonna need a re-invite after I go to the home menu. After I go to my home world.
Alright. So once
you heard that,
yeah,
Froggy?
once you,
Okay. Invite only instance. La 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 la. Okay. My home menu. This is the speed loader. Whoa whoa whoa. Oh. Get the thing and there it is. Funky fresh poses. Let me into the. Okay. All right. Getting back into it. Loading up. I have to reposition it in the same place. In the same place. I remember where it is. This is a really fast setup. Got really fast setup going on. Okay.
and it looks like Patriot's back. Now we just gotta let him set the camera, and then just continue on for where we left off.
I still only see the Popcorn Palace screen.
Well, it's probably because yeah, try playing it, Bayo, and see if he can see
I just
it
played
now.
it. How does it look now?
It's the same. I'm not seeing anything.
Oh, that's I kind of pause. I was able to pause it at one point, but
Okay,
there
let
we
me
go.
try
It's
it for
loading
you.
now. Yeah, it looks like it's loading now. There we go. Can you see it now?
No. What the
Oh, that's. Have
hell?
you or do you have the URL or check your settings basically and turn on untrusted URLs like you trust them? Because
Settings.
I'll help you. Yeah, press the go to main menu for more options button for the settings. Go to comfort and safety.
Yep.
And scroll until you see allow untrusted URLs because that might be your issue.
No, that's on. That's allowing.
Huh. Try reposting the link and then see if that might work. Like maybe you should try to repost it and then put it back there.
Spinning.
Is it playing on your side, Bayo?
Oh, you want me to play it? Sorry, I didn't hear that.
Oh well, I was gonna say try to repost the URL to the video or to the screen and then try and start over. Basically, see if we could actually get a response out of that.
Okay.
Because that could actually be the issue. How about now, Patriot? Can you see it now?
No.
Huh. I'm gonna see if I can find a different link for the episode. It'll just be a couple of seconds.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's see. Um. Uh. Huh. Ah, here we are. I'm gonna check this one out because I think I might have found one, but I want to make sure this is the version I want to use. Well, it isn't the one I want to use, but it'll have to do because this could also be like a little good form of storytelling about the episode in question.
Okay.
So I just sent it. Try to Now just try to see if this one would actually work. Yeah, we might have a circuit now, Patriot. We got a different video that might work.
Okay.
It's kind of odd because I can see the video just fine, but you can't. How about
Yeah,
this one? Can you see it now?
I can't see
You see it
anything.
now, Patriot?
I can't see anything.
What?
Which means it's probably on my side. Let me think.
Try just try to rejoin again, basically, because I don't know what
Yeah.
else the issue is.
Uh. Try this. You can still hear my voice. I can do funky voices. It's about 10 o'clock. The event that's going on is over in like a few minutes. I can touch together. Oh. Okay.
Yeah, the link you just sent me, right?
Yeah, try that link, or yeah, because we got to try something.
Hmm.
I don't know what the heck the problem is.
Nor do I.
How about, or can you see it now? Kind of feels like that old Verizon commercial.
No, I'm not seeing anything. Let me. Hold on. Let me see. Let me see one thing real quick. That's set. Not that. Uh. Maybe I can. Oh. Video
Oh, you
error
found the
unable.
issue?
Video error unable to load video. What the hell?
What?
What? Huh, that's odd.
Oh, maybe. Something's
All right, try.
happening.
All right,
Wait.
try to play.
No.
Yeah,
Nothing.
if it.
Unable
Oh,
to load video. What the What the fluff?
well, you can just record or use that previous link I sent you of the same episode, Bayo. You can just talk with us and just act like you're watching it when you're not really seeing it. We can comment for you if you want.
Uh.
I'm sorry. What were you doing?
Well, our best bet at this point is just to react like he's actually watching it with us, and we could help him see or explain to him what's going on and so on, and then he could actually comment about it. Use that original video I sent you.
Okay.
We could just make it, or we can just explain. We could just say it's like a little technical difficulty on our side.
It very much is. What the
Okay.
All right, you got that other link set up?
Okay,
Oh
it
wait,
is.
there we go. Hold up. All right, I'm just gonna. All right. So now, once Patriot gets back into place, we'll continue. We'll just continue and just commentate for him, or just tell him what's going on, just so he'd understand what's going on.
Okay, I'll do my best there.
It should be simple for both of us because we can both see exactly what's going on.
Shut off. Let me just. One thing you're probably gonna want to say at the top of the episode is what the actual name of the episode is.
The
Because
name of the episode is Cootie
Is
Pie Rocks.
Cootie Pie Rocks.
okay. I mean, when I get over there, that way, because there's literally no video feed, so there's no like showing what the actual like a little tiny corner of it is.
Yeah,
Okay.
is it possible that you can also like kind of watch the video on a separate screen
Wait,
while you're in VR?
Eric, you got that? Use one of the previous episodes, and then we could
Wait.
actually have.
I can do this. I don't know
Okay.
how good it's gonna be. I can watch it through Discord
Well,
because the
Yeah,
link is in the thing. The
All
link is
right.
in
that's
the
what I was
Google-
talking about.
all right, we'll just have to do our best, really, on this one. You got the just once the camera's rolling, just hit play, Bayo.
Okay, just let me know.
Yeah, once Patriot's ready,
Puerto
we'll
Rico,
just
music
hit
is
play
like-
and then have the whole thing recorded.
Sometimes it's salsa. Sometimes it's plena.
Ready?
Sometimes
Okay,
it's
hold on.
reggaeton. If you can hear the music,
Hold on.
You're
I'm
invited to
gonna
the
need to
party.
rebalance stuff, but almost.
Alright. That's okay. I mean, whenever you're ready, we're ready, because this will be the last episode for the night anyway.
I'm gonna do that. And because of that. Alright. I'm about ready.
Alright.
We can do a
Alright.
countdown.
Alrighty.
Okay, ready?
Yep.
I'm ready.
Whenever you guys
Okay,
are.
3, 2, and 1.
Alright, so this is our last episode for the night. There we
Yeah.
go. It froze for me for a moment there. But anyway, this is one of the more interesting episodes because this is a crossover episode between a real world band.
Hmm.
Ah, I got you.
Yeah, you will not believe what it actually is, Bayo. I already told Patriot what it was earlier, but still.
And I'm not spoiling nothing.
Anyway, this is one of my favorite lines from the episode. Listen to what Luigi has to say. Here we go.
Gee, I don't see why we have to wear these
Penguin suits.
Yeah, dumb
I can see why
penguin
penguin
suits.
suits.
I don't see why we have to wear these dumb penguin suits. That line cracks me up. And look closely to what her shirt says.
Oh.
dressed up?
The shirt says Milli Vanilli. That's the band.
New York City, and my favorite music.
This episode has not aged well because of the pure fact that it stars Milli Vanilli.
Not to mention the ever fashionable pre-torn pants that have holes in them on purpose.
That's still fashionable because my little sister actually still has a pair of those.
I wonder what Cootie Pie is gonna
Cool.
say.
But anyway, the fun fact is the fact that in this show, Toad's mushroom cap is actually a hat that he wears.
Yeah,
Because there's
so
actually a
it's-
couple.
Yeah, it's not part of his body. It's actually a hat.
Yeah, exactly. Like at certain points, you can totally see him take the hat off. And what happened to the sound effects there? Because there's no sound effect of the glass being broken. Yeah, because you just don't hear glass smashing as those stuff flies through the window.
Oh, she's throwing a
Koopa, spit it out
tantrum.
already. Koopa, spit it
Well,
out
yeah,
already.
because Cootie Pie is basically the spoiled brat of the show. And that's just funny at the pure fact that this is exactly what.
You not only get to see Silly the Willies,
silly,
but you get to keep
silly the willies, oh brother. But what's funny is that this show is how I found out about the band, and then later I learned about the history of the band itself. Because what made them fall out was the fact that during one of their concerts, it was discovered that they lip synced to their songs because their lip sync machine malfunctioned, and they were exposed. Speaking of which,
Busted, huh?
yeah, speaking of which, the band in question.
Well,
Honestly,
I've never
it's just
actually
kind
been to a concert in real life.
I've been to a couple of performances. Like I was to Jeff Dunham's performance and stuff like that, basically, but never to a concert.
When I was
Would it be as loud as this?
Yes.
Oh yeah, this is
Yes,
honestly
certainly.
another great shot from the show.
I went to an Aaron Carter concert when I was a child in a big arena. It is comparable in volume to this.
Yeah, I remember once me and my sister.
I got sensitive hearing.
And by the way, this is actually one of their songs that they're playing. They actually had the permission to play "Blame It on the Rain."
Wow.
But anyway, I actually remember there was one concert me and my sister went to when we were really little because Victoria Justice was just performing at a fair somewhere, and I just figured I might as well just do it just for the heck of it. But besides that, I've never been to an actual concert. Because my sister's been to a lot more different concerts, like Jeremy Camp, NF, Francesca Battistelli, people like that, basically.
Yeah.
Oh no, they're being banducticated.
Sparks flying there.
Please don't. Please don't. Please don't refrain from watching your
well. Yeah. And if it's just, I don't know if it's just me, but that girl for a moment there kind of looked like Misty from the old Pokemon anime. It was probably the
She
hair.
actually kind of does, really.
A little bit, yeah.
I think it's because of the hair.
Yeah, that's what I just said. I think it was because of the hair.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you could totally see it with the hair.
Yeah.
Maybe if it was two of them, but I'm thinking maybe Pebble Flintstone with the one ponytail. But she's like older now.
Like, yeah, like her. There actually was a Pebbles and Bam Bam spin-off that was made many years later, and they were like grown up and actually got married at one point.
Yeah.
For a moment there, it looked like her eyes changed.
Yeah, nice.
Well, I don't dig tails and scaly lips.
I want to be a beautiful butterfly. Those guys kind of make me think of Heimlich from A Bug's Life, for crying out loud.
Not only that, those eyes actually tell us that she's definitely a spoiled brat.
Yeah.
Yeah, in general. Because there was another episode where she actually abducted Bill Clinton and his wife and actually took over America.
Oh, yeah. Whoa.
No, we're not.
Dweebs.
They've become sellouts.
People right now.
Yeah, kind of like, say, One Direction or Justin Bieber around this time. Because I still remember like when they were sellouts, like when it was all fresh, basically, when I was still young. And then there's this reference. Because listen to this reference.
If you won't do a concert just for me, I will turn you into Beatles.
Then,
Wait, who wants to be a band from the 60s?
I'll turn you into
so, fun fact, actually, they recently released the unaired pilot for the Thomas Show, where Ringo Starr actually narrated the episode.
Oh.
If we don't change those
Wow.
two accountants back to milling
Yeah.
Billy,
And what's funny is that I heard one of their songs, actually, but the only way I heard it was through an old children's singer by the name of Raffi, because he once actually covered their song Yellow Submarine many years ago.
Wow.
They need a backup band to give Cootie Pie.
Yeah, that was basically how I heard the song Yellow Submarine. Oh, there's another shot.
Oh.
Oh, it looks
I
like...
just wish we had time to rewind.
Yeah.
What good would that do? None of us knows how to play these
It
things.
looks like we got a surprise guest, actually.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Oh, never mind, actually. Mistake
never
there.
mind.
Yeah.
Guess he, maybe too shy.
I'll have to explain later.
Yeah.
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 Get Dad!
Oh, jeez.
Just take two fingers and you like pinch her tail and you swing her around like a swing and fling her off in the distance.
Oh, jeez.
Take a
Why
grab her
is
by
it with
the-
that voice?
All you gotta do is get her by the tail and swing her around a few times and launch her into a bomb, and then you get the key to the basement, to the castle basement. So long, Cootie Pie.
Where our teeth go?
So long, Dave Alzon! song? That's all I'm just thinking.
That's what I'm going for.
Who's gonna sing with us? These two accountants?
Her teeth are back.
They look like accountants.
I just love the classic 80s shades, basically. It just seems like every shade around that time always has to be like that.
Whoa. Whoa, the magic moved around them, and they didn't have to they didn't have to move an inch.
Yeah, they have. As a matter of fact, they haven't actually moved at all.
I think I am seeing double.
Dear Lord, they're terrible at this.
Boo, you stink!
Yeah, sure looks that way, but she seems to like it.
Yeah, that's the best way to put it. Yeah, that's SpongeBob Fish always spits. Either that or the whole, oh brother, this guy stinks. Oh, it looks like, yeah.
Return to the game.
Guest star actually, yeah.
Return to the guest.
But yeah, this is just shocking. But yeah.
Yeah. Now, make a run for it.
Yeah, they better hightail it.
Definitely.
I just love that instant snap, basically. Because, I mean... Yeah. Actually, now that I think of it, I think this is the only time you really see a Koopaling that actually wears a thing of clothing for a moment there.
A lot of non-functional it is whenever she does any kind of emote.
Yeah, pretty much. Oh, jeez. It's crazy.
And then she runs out of breath and she's hanging with her mouth open.
After all, it had to end sometime. That music was just too beautiful to last.
Yeah. And then back at the concert of the phonies.
You wouldn't believe where we've been, but we're back. Thanks to
I can't take these guys seriously with that accent. And then they continue with Blame It on the Rain.
I mean, they were already singing that song. Why switch off?
Yeah.
Good question.
The people paid for the song. We need to continue the song.
What's funny is that this is the first time I actually saw that scene, because in the original episode, or the DVD version I saw that scene was just cut, like, because they weren't able to play the actual song. But, yeah. Yeah. I'm sorry you arrived late, Matt, but next time when you actually are able to join us, you'll probably be our next chooser. You'll get to choose what our next piece of nostalgia would actually be.
Yeah.
All right. So until next time, this has been Froggy.
Patriottails. We got yeah, that's who.
Bale, you're
Bale.
And this has been the Nostalgic Trio. We'll see you guys next time.
And maybe next time it'll be a quartet.
Yeah.
Yep. Well, bye guys.
See you guys.
Bye.
Yeah. Sorry about that, Matt. I would have told you sooner, but we were starting filming around 9 actually. Sorry I didn't tell you early, or
I was trying to fix up my avatar for a moment there.
That's all right.
I was stuck.
Yeah.
Sorry.
But yeah, we basically just got the whole thing filmed. But hey, at least you appeared for a little bit.
At least.
Yeah, little.
I joined in earlier, but I got sent to another game.
Oh,
it was probably because